Hello and welcome to Mission Alive. Today I would like to start by asking you a question. How much power do you have? The Prime Minister has power, policemen have power, teachers have power in a classroom, parents have power. How much power do you have as a single person? Do you think you have much power? Well, of course, the answer is yes. I have a lot of power. I can change myself and I can change others. There is a really wonderful story called The Power of One. It's the story of a little boy who lived with his grandmother. His parents had died, and for a long time the grandmother looked after him and taught him. They lived out on a farm with chickens and pigs. And then the grandmother decided she had to send him to school. The little boy didn't want to go, but the grandmother told him, "You must go to be educated. I want you to be educated." And she impressed that on him very strongly. I want you to be educated. So the little boy went off to boarding school, not very happy, but he went. And when he arrived there, because he was such a small boy, he was told, "You have to look after one big boy. You have to clean his shoes every night. You have to clean his room every morning. You have to wash his clothes and fold them up and bring them back to him." So the little boy thought about it, and that night he didn't clean the shoes. The shoes were outside the door, but he didn't clean them. He left them there. And the next morning, when the senior boy woke up, went out to get his shoes, here they were, still with the mud and the dust and the dirt on from yesterday. He was so angry. He had to hurry and clean his shoes before he went to assembly. So when he found the little boy, he really gave him a clip. "Why didn't you do my shoes?" And the little boy said, "My grandmother sent me here to be educated, not to clean your shoes. I have to do my homework in the night time." So the big boy told him, "You clean my shoes before you do your homework. You will clean my room in the morning." But the little boy didn't. He didn't go in for this culture of bullying. The big boys bullying the small boys. And after a while, many of the small boys started to follow him. They didn't clean shoes. They didn't clean rooms. And after a while, after a year or so, the whole culture of that school changed. From being a school where the big boys were bullies and the little boys had to do what they said, it became a school of where the big boys were more gracious, kind, and caring for the small boys. This small boy had changed the whole school. This was the power of one small boy of saying no to something that wasn't really right. My grandmother sent me to school to be educated. So we are sent to do something. We are sent to do things, not to be made to do things by bullies. We have to do things that our teachers tell us. We have to do things that our boss tells us. We have to do things to what our family tells us. But sometimes we have to have the power to say, "No, I don't do that. You do that. That's for you to do." Sometimes our parents say it when we are younger. "No, I don't do that. You do it." Or, "No, you don't do that." The power of one. If we do what is right, if we do what we believe is right, then we can change the world. Jesus did what he believed to be right. It didn't always help him. It helped him sometimes. It didn't help him when he was before Pontius Pilate, before he was before the Sanhedrin. He said what he believed to be right. When he told the truth to Pilate, Pilate said, "What is truth? Who worries about telling the truth? You don't have to tell the truth all the time." But for Jesus, you did. That was his power. His power was in telling the truth. His power was doing in what he believed to be right. To help others, that's what he believed in. To teach others, that's what he believed in. To spend time in prayer. When the apostles came looking for him and said, come, come, everybody's looking for you. He said, no, I'm not going back there. Now I'm going on to the next town. The power of one. Each one of us has that power within us. The power to say no to what is not really right. The power to say yes to what we really believe in. You see how much power you have in your life. Not power to destroy, not power to tell others what to do, but to have power to live your life as you see your life should be lived. Others then will see you and your life will change them. As this small boy's life changed the whole culture of a school, the power of one. You have that power. Make sure you use it. Goodbye for now.